So here's our galaxy, the Milky Way. Let's take a closer look here. Actually, I think this is zoomed into the wrong place. Let's do a search again. Make sure we have that chose. And there we go. I believe we're over here. And let's zoom in so we can see the center. And everything is explorable here. So you can choose any star you want to explore, like, or area. It's actually a planetary section. But let's go into our galaxy and take a look. So first we'll go to the moon. Do autopilot. Usually I'll fly there, but this is much faster. So here's our moon. Let's rotate this. And I'll do a flight to check out the surface. And these are actual images stippled on. I believe they're accurate up to 400 miles. Slow down. There's the sun. Let me actually bring us up a little bit. See more of a curvature. And there's the Earth. See if we can go in one of these craters. So the detail is pretty amazing here. So that is the moon. Not as super interesting as other places in the galaxy. So let's back out, bring up our velocity. Alright, let's go somewhere else. Let's just take a quick pass by the Earth. And actually, since I can see it, it shouldn't be a problem to get to. On the top left corner, you'll see it'll explain some information about it. There's even more detailed information that you can get. And I'll show that in a bit later. Now I don't have the highest resolution bitmaps for the Earth. I saved a lot of that for Mars. It does take quite a bit of disk space. I believe the Earth is around 2 gigabytes of images alone. And you can see I'm running a 980T Ti, which is probably the fastest graphic card on the market right now. And it even has issues keeping up. I'm going to slow down with it. Let's take a look here. I'm going to move up a little bit. A lot faster than I wanted to. But that is our Earth. And the current rotation is all spot on. Let me actually back up here, choose it. Hopefully they'll incorporate Google Maps in here. So here's the detailed information. It has one moon. And if I want, I can get even more information, actually links to the wiki, and get more detailed information, some general information, height of the surface, the temperature, terrain, physics of it, gravity, and the orbit. And this is actually all in the atmosphere. This is all in real time. So you can see I can either speed up or slow down time. Right now we're doing the current time. So for example, if I stayed in my spaceship right here, came back, this would actually probably be off the screen. It would be moving. So it's in its perfect orbit right now. So let's go on to take a look at what's nearby. And this is what is nearby us. So I can jump to different places. Let's do the typical ones. Let's check out Mars first. And do some autopilot here. Alright, let's fly around. Actually, before I fly around, let me rotate it manually. Much easier. Get some interesting terrain here. Let's take a look. So you can either use a joystick or you can use the mouse. In some cases I find it easier just to use the mouse if I want to look at a particular location, and I can just zoom in, zoom out. When I'm actually flying towards the terrain, I find it easier to use a joystick because using a joystick with the actual throttle control will allow me to more easily navigate, and it's really cool. So we're going to come into its very thin atmosphere here. It's very hot right there where the sun's hitting, so let me turn away so we can get some better mountains and geology. Slow down, bring the ship up a little bit, see where we're going. It's very overcast today at Mars, it looks like. Let's see, let me find something more interesting here. I know there's some, oh, you know, there are the largest caverns. Let me find those caverns. Let's see. I'm going to back out of here. And there's some trenches, but I'm not sure if those are those ones in particular. Let's see. There, that looks like them. Let's take a look. See if that's right. No, but let's take a look anyways. Okay. So that's Mars. My favorites are always the moons. And actually, we can take a look at something here. This is its orbit and its moons. Let's bring it out a little bit. We can take a look. Exactly, the green line is going around the sun. We can zoom in here. Let's take a look at. So it's pretty easy to get to places and find them as well. That's a big rock. Big moon rock. And actually, let me back out and rotate this. Alright, let's take a look at something else. Let's take a look at Neptune. Very blue. Let's actually take a look at one of these moons and see what this is here. I'll fly to it if it's not too far. Just a rock floating in the sky there. Yeah, it's pretty polished too. And oops, we lost it. Where are we? But actually, let's take a look at the other moons. Pretty interesting. Let's go take a look at that. These remind me of potatoes. Big rocky potato. Alright, let's go take a look at Saturn's rings. Now we can start seeing the debris in here. And I've actually stopped the ship. And you can see the rings are rotating around. Let's go take a look what it looks like to actually see this, the rings from Saturn. Oh, these rings are huge. Let's try to do a landing on here. Possible. This big gas giant. Take it slow. It's just a bunch of gas. And let's see if we can see those rings. It's pretty cool. Let's get a little bit of height and altitude and back out of here. More altitude. That's Saturn, and let's see, there's a couple of moons out here. Let me know if there's any place you want me to go to or explore. It's pretty cool looking. Okay, let's go. So I was exploring and I came across RSC001304 da da da, and I decided that's not an appropriate name, so I called it Kenzie. Now it's located, and let's take a look here. We're there, and it, I believe, is located around here. So I was exploring around and I came across it, so let's take a look at RS105 blah 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 Kenzie. As I like to call it, Kenzie. And that just hyper jumped us here. So let's take a look at the galaxy map again. So it looks like, not sure if this flipped, but if it didn't, then I'm on the other side. So I came across this, and it actually has two suns. Let's take a look. One of these are pretty hot, yeah. So let's have a look at this planet. It had awesome mountains on it. And it also has another planet nearby as well. Let me back up. There's the other mountain. Or the other planet. Alright, let's go check out Kenzie's planet. So let's go check out another planet that we found. It was called, we named it Elsa's planet because it's very blue. So here is Elsa's planet. This is located it has many moons and planets rotating around it. This is located on, let's see, the other side over here. I believe we're around this area. The Earth is around this area, and now we're over here. So let's fly in there. Let's take a look at the actual system here. Let's see some information actually. Okay, so let's fly into here. Very cold, icy planet. Let's go inside of this terrain here. So just one of the many planets that you can find out here. Actually, I wonder what this would look like. Is that rising? It'd be amazing. Actually, rotate this. The atmosphere is just so cold, it's so thick. Yeah, you can't see the atmosphere. Let's go in the water. Some of this water. It's all frozen ice. Yeah, it's just ice. Pretty amazing though. There's just so many planets out there. So next let's go to a black hole. I managed to find one. Most are at the center of galaxies. There's our black hole. Alright, on our way to the black hole. You see it distorting light. And this is all mathematically calculated in the system. See event horizon. And you can kind of rotate around it. You can see it bending the light. Just distorting it. So let's take a closer look here. And actually, let's get some light on there. You can see. And things just start getting weird the closer you get to it. Actually, we got ejected from the other side of it. So let's take a look here. Let's see if there's any info on this one. Oops, I have the wrong thing selected. Black hole. No, not really. Longitude, it's freaking out. Landscape height, 0. That's 4 satellites. Infinite lifetime, gravity, infinite, poles infinite. Let's see if there's anything around here. Dwarf planet, so most of these are dead, so this looks like it's pretty old. Some weird auroras going on. So let's take a look where we're at. Let's actually take a look at the center here. I thought that would have been the center. It is the center, I believe. Got a little bit. Yeah, it is the center. But it's very interesting because we can just click on any of these stars. That's actually an asteroid. And then go there. Asteroid's not very bright. You can also search within 10 light years or whatever the parameter is. So here's the X. So you know that's class X is a black hole. Let's take a look. Brown, green planet. We also found another planet. It's located here. Go to. Let's see if the black hole messed me up. Black holes causing issues with my system, it looks like. Try this again. Interesting. Let's manually go there. There we go. It did not want to autopilot me here. We also found this planet, which is pretty interesting. And this will actually show you the temperature and I believe the height that I'm currently at in the top left, to get an idea of how massive these are. And this is just, we just went exploring for just like an hour and found this place. Yeah, pretty awesome view here. Using the Oculus, it feels like you're right there. So I'm going to leave it here. If there's any particular worlds that you want me to explore, let me know. Got a nice shot here. There we go.